Welcome to the Rewards Master. Today I have just a simple video. I'm traveling for work. I'm here in South Korea. And it's funny how I got here because originally I think I've had 8 different flights booked for this because I was trying to get business class and but I had very restrictive dates and location, of course, which is like the bane of our existence when it comes to making great redemptions. But what ended up happening, and the reason I wanted to share you this saga is because I'm always talking about having a big pool of points together in your different airlines, like for instance, United, and that's the one of the ones I was using on this, and also with American, but that would be true with other programs as well. But having a big pool of points so that you can utilize and take advantage of last minute award availability and great prices as they fall only with some programs as it gets closer to the time of departure. So what we're talking about is last minute award booking. So I wanted to give you a real world example that I've lived out over the last couple days. So originally, I just had an economy flight booked on American, and I think it was about 35,000 points one way for an economy flight from my home airport of Memphis, Tennessee, through Dallas, Texas, on into Incheon International Airport here in South Korea. So that's what I have, but that's not what I wanted to fly. So I booked that just kind of as a placeholder, and then I worked on it. And then I booked, I think it was a premium economy. I upgraded my American flight to a premium economy. I think I had to pay like 80 something thousand, 90,000 miles. It wasn't ideal. And then I kept looking and I kept looking. And I booked a couple other things. And then finally, I came to the point where, no, I have to fly business class. It's like 15 hours over here. So, and I had to work when I got here. So I'm like, I need to be relaxed. I need to be rested when I get here. So what I did is I found on United, and this was crazy. It was crazy, but it was a flight that had 3 or 4 different layovers. So I had to fly to like Denver and then to Las Vegas. And then I think there was one more stop and then San Francisco and then on to Korea, which is not something I wanted to do at all. But the last leg, the others were in economy, and it was going to be awful because, I mean, leg after leg after leg. But to be able to get that business class flight in United Polaris all the way here on that last leg, the long leg, was going to be worth it to me. But it was also, I wasn't even going to get here till like 5:30 in the morning. And then I had to come and do my teaching and all my work. So it's like, it wasn't going to be ideal, but I did find that for 100,000 points on United. So let me give you this tip. If you're going to look for last minute redemptions on United, get ready, because all the ones I found that were cheap, the others were like 250,000 points or something like that, that were convenient. So if you're going to look for last minute on United, you can find them, because 100,000 points, I thought for business class over to East Asia was pretty good. But here's the deal. It was very, very painful and inconvenient. But then I kept watching. And then about 4 days before my trip, American Airlines dropped their business class with just one stop, an hour-long layover in DFW, and then on to Korea. They dropped it to 95,000 points and, of course, $5.60 in taxes and fees. So I snatched that up. But then I got thinking, and the next day I went over and I looked on Alaska's site and on their app. And on Alaska, they had the exact same flight. I even booked the exact same seat. Well, I didn't book it at the time because I had to go cancel the other one after I booked it. But I went in and changed my seat and got the exact same seats. And so for that, I ended up, and I didn't know this, but apparently Alaska drops points on American flights, at least the last minute as well. So 3 days before my flight, I switched my flight again, and I booked an Alaska flight for 75,000 Alaska points. And that one was a little bit more because you got that $12.50 booking fee. So it was like $17, $18. But I was thrilled. It was on American's business class, which isn't the best in the world, but it certainly was great to be able to have some better food and to be able to relax and sleep on the flight. So I got that for 75,000 points. And the moral to this story is, if you have big pools of points in some of these programs, you can get great deals sometimes with last minute redemptions and save yourself hundreds of thousands of points. So that's just why I wanted to make this video. It's nothing special, not a lot of editing, just done on my phone. But I thought it would be helpful to you as you're thinking about your strategy and what last minute redemptions can do and can be in your setup. All right, thanks for being here. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you here next time.